Hello, everybody. Yes, I got my mic opened up this time so you guys can hear me. Okay, so we are back in Final Fantasy. I took a break last night. It felt great. Went off to a friend's house and they had a campfire going and just chatted and ate some good food and all that jazz. It felt nice, honestly. But I really wanted to get back into it today because we've got stuff to do. Ooh. Okay, so we have two major things that we're going to do. I have leveled up my character to 75. I've even got a lot of merit points going. I've gotten 10 merit points, which is fantastic. We are then, so there's a couple things that we're going to do. We're going to go get our weapon skill quest started. So I need to go back to Sandoria to get that done. And we are going to get onto the rank 5 missions so we can get to rank 6, because that is holding me back on several things. I've also gone around and gotten some new spells, so I have more spells set up for that. Let's see. Sandoria. We need to go to North Sandoria. We need to go to the second one. That is our trip into Chateau de Orleans. I also did some quests and stuff, so I got a couple new items. Nothing in particular jumped out necessarily, but there were some things that showed up. So anyway, so last time we were here, there was an attempt at the leaders at the king, but apparently that was a little over exaggerated. But it still was an issue. Okay, give me a minute here. Let's go talk to Kura. Jedith, you've become quite the fighter since we last met. I can tell by merely glancing at your arms. Those are the limbs of someone who has spent many an hour polishing his skills. However, if you were to take part in the kingdom's tourneys, you would most certainly be defeated in the preliminary rounds. Since I had a question in your eyes, let me explain. What separates the champions from the common folk lies the acquisition of a single technique. That technique is... Lady Corilla, we have completed our patrol of the perimeter. There's nothing to report. Understood. Inform the guards so that wait and begin your shift. You rest in your quarters until you are summoned. Yes, Lady Corilla. Lady Corilla? What do you want? Do you have something else to report? Who might this adventurer be? You mean Jedith? His skill with the single-handed blade has become quite renowned throughout the kingdom. I am pondering over whether or not I should teach him the final technique and recommend him for the tourneys. The final technique? I don't think he could really... The training for the technique transformed you from a bumbling squire to the proud knight you are today. Who's to say that Jedith could not be able to handle the trial? That is true, but Jedith is just an adventurer. If he were to be injured during training, think of the repercussions. Do I look like I had not considered the repercussions? Do you wish to suggest that my judgment is erroneous? Now off with you. Sufficient rest is an essential part of your duties. Yes, ma'am. You've also noticed that I've got a new shield. It is a Ritter shield, which has a physical attack of Ice Spike on it, as well as some vitality and stuff on it. So great choice update. Great shield update. So apologize for the interruption. However, my offer remains. If you wish to continue with the training in the way of the sword, I will assist. The knights may seem to think differently, but I assure you, you need not worry. Take the sword. It will bless you with its power until it senses that your skills have matured. Only then will you be ready to learn the final technique. I would be honored. Positive was I of your answer before you even spoke. I can sense your desire for knowledge and power. Take this in your hand with the sword and begin your training. When you feel that the sword has recognized your might, return to me with the weakened blade. I will judge whether or not your journey is over. However, that is when the true trial will begin. I wish you luck, but you must remember it is not luck, it's skill and perseverance that will lead you back to this hall. And she gives us the Sapara of Trials, also a weapon training guide. So, I'm going to go to key items. Also got this red invitation card. That's a different quest. Okay. The slip of parchment explains in detail steps one must take to improve her weapon or weapon wielding skills. Huh. Oh, I also got this limit breaker. So basically, I talked to the Moogle next to Mott and said, hey, I'd like to get merit points. So merit points are, once you get your XP to max, or at least over 75, you're able to go and get merit points. Merit points are basically the next bit of progression that the game has. So when you go into it, you can say what you'd like to put these points into. So you can get higher attributes, higher in combat skills, you can unlock new weapon skills, you can go to the specific jobs and say, hey, like for Red Mage, I could say, I want to shorten the recast of certain things, I want to make it so that certain spells are more accurate, I can make it so that magic, enfeebling magic lasts longer, magic accuracy is up, the end spell damage, all this stuff. Now, I've really not played with it a whole lot, but that is something I'm going to get to in eventually. But you can do one for every job as well as all of the stuff that you have here. So you can raise your maximum merit points. You can raise all this stuff. From what I can see is that there is a limit, so it's kind of a pick and choose what you want out of it. We're going to worry about it later. The main reason for merit points is because the limit breaks now will require merit points to spend. So that will be the next thing that we do. Let me go ahead and change over to my equipment. And we're going to take our fencing Dijon, and we're going to change that out to our Zapara of trials. I'm going to do a quick, well, no, that'll be fine because we're only going to keep the weapon for so long. So we'll put it, we'll keep it in our inventory. So it's level 71, damage of 38, so my attack will actually go up a little bit. But for the time being, we will be doing that. And I actually need to look up the Savage Blade quest and see what it requires, because there's so many points that is needed, and depending on how you do like weapon skills, if it's done with, sometimes they're done with just uses of the thing versus like doing weapon skills, weapon skill chains with them. Okay, so let's see. You must perform weapon skills and skill chains on monsters that are easier prey or higher. Performed under level sync will count. Performed in Reefs will count. You must accumulate 300 total weapon points. So 5 for opening or soloing a weapon skill, 7 points for closing a level 1 skill chain, 9 points for closing a level 2 skill chain, and 11 points for closing a level 3 skill chain. Unless you can use something with Paladin, you'll be able to do it in level 3 using a sword, unless you're already 75 and have already unlocked Death Blossom or expansion with Blue or Red Mage. So I can't get the highest points with Red Mage. Is that really the point? The point is just doing it. And anytime you can talk to Corella to end the quest, if you do end it, all the latent work will be lost. So. And then once it's done, we will have to go and fight a notorious monster in the quicksand caves. Not going to happen this stream. It just isn't. Because most of what we're fighting will not be easy level stuff. So it's all going to be weaker than I am. So that is not the concern. I am so red on camera. I wish I could figure out why that's a thing. I don't know. It's weird. I just look so red. I don't get it. Maybe because I'm on camera, maybe I just look flushed. I don't know. Anyway. My physical appearance aside. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to continue on with our next set of missions. So we're going to go do that. As well as we're going to go back to Juno and unlock the level cap to 80. Because that will be important. I have new gear I can equip at 77 and 78 respectively. So we want to actually get up to the next level and open that up. Because I've gotten 10 merit points. I think I only need 3 or 4 for the first limit break passes up to 80. So Yeah, we're gonna go do that, so then that can start working its magic. So we don't talk to Mott anymore. We talk to the Nomad Moogle here. Working hard or hardly working? Whoop. Remember that by pressing the merit points, blah, 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 blah. Oh, or perhaps you're looking to transcend your limits? Because that could also be arranged. Exceeding my limits. Yep. You don't need to about to say that. Whoop. Well, Mott, how about it? We stand on the cusp of a new era. It's the goddess-given duty of an old warrior like me to prepare the younger generation to follow in my footsteps. And who better than the young man who's met every challenge set his way? You can say that again, my friend. No doubt you've heard of the Mog Tablets, stone slabs engraved with the timeless wisdom of King Kupofreed the Great, that has been popping up periodically throughout the land. Tablets hold many secrets that we Moogles have yet to unravel. Kupo, why are our wings purple? Why are our noses red? How can we better assist our adventuring friends? Why, I was just having a discussion with my friend of mine from the Magian Moogle hood of the very subject. That's when it hit on me, had like a herd of Hektites. Which is weird because Hektites don't have feet. What if the ancient Moogle arts could be used to augment not only adventurers' possessions, but the adventurers themselves? Kupo. Using this knowledge of merit points and drawing upon the martial mastery of Mott here, I've whipped up a method that just might work. What say you, adventurer? Care to be my test subject? Nobody blame you for not trusting the little devil. I'm not even sure I do. Is an adventurer who would spurn greater strength truly an adventurer? Come now. What have you got to lose, Kupo? Will I ever? Yes. First, you need to bring me 5 kindred seals. You need to channel the ancient Moogle magic seal. You also have to accumulate 3 merit points to provide the necessary energy to trigger the reaction. Kupo. I'll be seeing this one out, I fear. I may have mastered the martial arts, but I know better than to get mixed up with Moogle mumbo jumbo. Now go get him. Well, if you ever need a refresher, you know where I'll be, Kupo. So I think I trade him the kindreds, which I have been stockpiling a little bit. Spectacular, stupendous. Let's get started, shall we? Excuse me for a moment, Kupo. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Magian Moogle Man! Yes, you, over here. What is it this time? You best adopt a more courteous tone when addressing your elders. Kupo. I'd call you by your proper name if you actually tell anyone what it is. But no, the magician Moogle hood must have ever be shrouded in secrecy, Kupo. You would make mock of my wisdom of our forefathers, Kupo? I'd have pound the both of them into the next one. Don't settle down. Anyhow, we'll just crouch down right there. I am ready, Kupo. Excellent. Our Magian friend will fire a potent dose of Moogle magic directly at you. All you have to do, my dear adventurer, is stay alive. Easy breezy, wouldn't you say, Kupo? Uh-huh. I think he hits me over the head with like a giant star or something? Oh, yep, giant stars. Ow! Ow! Kupo! And of course, I just immediately get raised. That's what it looks like to get raised, which has never happened on stream, so. This is reckless even for these Moogles. Send a shiver up my spine, it does. I feel a sudden surge of power well up from the pit of my stomach, coursing through my veins and limbs. Kupo, ho! It would seem the procedure has gone off precisely as we predicted. That it has, Kupo. I must say, the sheer stamina of these adventurers never ceases to astound me. Off he goes. My friend, you've been the perfect test subject. I mean, you clearly an ideal heir for the powers of the Moogle agents. Should our research bear further fruit, you shall be among the first to know. Why are you still standing around here? There's a whole new world waiting for you to explore. Kupo! So, I now can go up to level 80. Because of how it's set up, I will switch back to merit points as soon as I fill up my XP. I've got enough now. I could probably do another limit break, but that's beside the point. I want to take a look at our objective list, make sure that we had things going the way they needed to. I think I finished up everything I needed to. Well, no, not everything I needed to do today, but some of it. One way or another. Okay. So now that we've done that, now let's continue on with our quests. And that will be the thing that we will do for the foreseeable future is doing nation quests. I'm hoping that every time we come back, I'll be able to do a limit break until we hit 99. I don't know how well that's going to go, but getting to 75 was actually not that bad, all things considered. So, speaking of which, do I want to? Nah, let's not do it. I was thinking of putting on my putting on some experience band, but I was like, I'm probably not going to be fighting anything that's actually going to give me any good experience, and I'd rather save it for when I actually am going to. So, travel to another home point, select from favorites, back to Sandoria 1. We need to start up our next mission, which is going to take us back to Fei Ying, surprisingly enough. We're going to go ahead and walk over here. And I've also been saving some crystal stacks in a separate inventory. So then if I need to use them, I immediately have them. Which is nice. Okay, so we want to do the Ruins of Fei Ying. There you are. I've been looking for you. Monterley Halver, address your presence at the chateau immediately. Sounds as if there's a fairly important mission. I need not remind you that you should take care to properly equip yourself before embarking on this journey. Not sure what this is about, but you'd best make haste. The Monolay is not to be kept waiting. I can't... I thought that was his first name. I think it's his title. Monolay. Now, I don't know what that means. I am not French. And I'm pretty sure I'm also mispronouncing all the French stuff horribly. So, if you are French speaking, I would like to apologize. Here and for future times. So... did a side quest today that was interesting. That's what I'm actually... So funnily enough, the only side quest stuff I've done is for stuff that I've actually needed to do to, like, progress story and things like that. I've never done any of the actual side quests that aren't story necessary. And ran into one today that was actually really, really good. I might have to show it again on stream because it was just it was a lovely story that they had with it. And it was a fairly long quest too. It took me like 3 hours to do or something like that. Anyway. Things load in. We've come to a decision at last, that we will send an expedition to the accursed Northlands. Go to the ancient ruins of Fei Ying, northeast of the Houston Glacier. Of course, you'll be going to. The ruins of those are a city built by an ancient civilization that we believe was far more advanced than our own. The race that lived there called themselves the Zalart. We have found similar ruins on Cape Terrigan to the south. Amazingly, they both remain, though they were built long ago. It is as if some unseen force defies time to protect them. Once, 30 years ago, an international expedition was sent to the Northlands. They were to uncover the secrets of the Zalart's power. They returned empty-handed. We need to head to the Buston Glacier and scour the ruins of Fei Ying yourself. The ruins are overrun with fiends, you know. We captured it from the Shadow Lord 20 years ago at the cost of many lives. We set a seal on the ruined Colosseum to strengthen the barrier of the Northlands from the inside. We must find it and use this new seal to strengthen its magic if necessary. Yes, I'm concerned about the Shadow Lord's return, but if the border falls and the Nether Beast passes to our realm, all this world will fall to ruin. Okay, so we're going to be updating the magic seals, basically. Fair enough. Now, here's a point. Because I went to Fei Ying at some point in the past, that was to get our That was to get the last quest for Red Mage armor done. I've been there, and there is a warp that takes me right to the battle that we are going to do. And it is going to be a battlefield. So we are going to be going to Hubia Arena, which is the kind of deep end of it. Thankfully, they set a home point up. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's faster than traveling there on foot, because it's off in the corner of the glacier, and it's annoying to get there because you have to go down multiple ramps and stuff, kind of a lot of backturning stuff. So we're actually going to jump from there to here. So there's a home point to the arena. There's a second one? Oh, yeah, to the Cloister of Frost. That's right. Cloister of Frost. We'll get to that at some point. We're going to go to the first home point. Now, there should be, when we enter in, we should get a cutscene. If we don't, we'll have to run through Faying out the main door and then back in. We'll see if it triggers. Looks like it's triggering. Okay. Lion and Zeed. All right. Now we don't know a whole lot about Zeed. Zeed is far more entrenched in the Bastok missions, which we will do next after Sandoria, so we'll get more background. 30 years ago, the three nations, Windurst, Bastok, and Sandoria, sent an expedition to investigate this cursed land. The Galka swordsman Rogrim, the human monk Cornelia, whom wore Ulrich, Elven knight Frontmage, the Taru white mage Irakiru, and the Mithra ranger Rabta were the members of the expedition. All of them were great heroes of their people. They had to cut the expedition short when an accident claimed two of their group. Rogrim and Cornelia were the ones who died in the accident. The others are said to have suffered violent deaths themselves after their return. Perhaps they were awakened the curse that is said to have been buried in this land. They may have called forth the Ancient Bane. The Ancient Bane, the Shadow of Darkness, an image of the Shadow Lord, told us that our kind were the ones that had awakened. That he would spread the bane that would destroy Vana'diel from our cowardice, rage, envy, arrogance, and apathy. Ah, okay. Small aside. When you do the first fight in Final Fantasy XIV's Echoes of Vana'diel, each of the archangels, which we'll run into eventually in the story, I believe, they all call out cowardice. They all call out those 5 things: cowardice, rage, envy, arrogance, and apathy. I wondered why they were calling those out. This is the reason why. So, make note. His image, I see. Great Bane will devour the fair land of Vana'diel. The ancient seal will be broken, awakening nightmares of ages past. The blood of innocence will soak the earth, and the world will fall into fear and despair. But as one bright star shines through the clouds at night, as one song reigns clear above the roar of beasts, we hold to one hope in these darkest of times, that they will come with the wisdom of ages and the strength of thousands to deliver us from this plight. We await the awakening of the Warriors of the Crystal. That's an old song. It's called The Warriors of the Crystal, isn't it? Just an old wives' tale. I don't know why I mentioned it. I must go. Do not expect to find much, but something troubles me. So Zeed is a Dark Knight. And he would be our first and one of the big main characters of the game. Okay, so we're now going to go into here. Going to win a fight. It is no longer a level 50 cap on this mission. It's fine. I believe a lot of the stuff that I will be doing for the next 3 expansions is capped at 75 because it was the cap for such a long time. So we probably won't be 99 or 75 plus for a lot of those missions, but Leo! Anyway. So, this is a quick fight that we're going to be doing. Where does it want me to go? There's no map for this area. Do I run left, right? Do I go straight? I assume I go straight. Oh yeah, this looks like it. Okay. trusts. Let's go ahead and get our trust going. Oh, yep. I see him. Arclich something. And, you know, you see Koopa here? Yes, that is the Koopa, the same one that the Magian Moogles talk about. I have him as a trust. Okay. Archlich Tabaquan. And Sorcerers. Oh, dear. Oh, are they going to try and put me to sleep? Not doing that. We're, of course, going to smoke these guys because they're meant for level 50-somethings. And we're 76. Swap over to that one. Oh, I see a Piranha. Oh, and summoning up more skeletons, apparently. Because he's an Archlich. Of course he would do that. Yep, Ancient Warrior. They're all running out of the corners, I guess. That's okay. They'll all end when we take out this guy. So. Okay, he's down. Okay, and then we report back to Halvor after this. So. You fight well, but you should learn to pace yourself. Battles are won by those who can still swing their swords at the end of the day. Duly noted, Zeed. I'm curious, what are you doing here? These men have been acting strangely. Were you asked to spy on them? Seal of the Northlands? Ah, the thing those Taro did at the end of the Great War. I see no signs of it. Must have already been broken. Wish I could get the look on your superiors' faces when they find out. You say you brought another seal? Should not have bothered, as they are they are useless. Who am I? I'm just a wandering knight. I do not care what the beastmen do. Or should you? Battlelord was killed 20 years ago, and that is a fact. Its rumors of him returning are just plain nonsense. Castle's Fall is also called the Crossroad of Fates, yet cannot be. So we fought down there, and we're back up here. It's kind of this weird amphitheater kind of setup. One way or another. I have no map for this, and it's just going to take me back out. I'm trying to remember. I think it just drops me out in like the hall down from the entrance, right? Oh no, it kicks me off at well, it's a little further away than just a level. Okay, so we'll go ahead and walk back. Let's not waste our warp ring. Warp ring has cooldown for minutes. I don't know what I'm going to need next, so. Anyway. Oh. See, and that's why you can't go up the one way, because the stairs are broken here. During the level design, it's clear that the devs were very particular about how they set things up to make sure that you couldn't worm your way in certain ways. One way or another. It's not like you actually would have to go that way in any way, shape, or form, because you started out at the... Oh, wrong direction. Because you start out at the bottom, down at the battlefield, at the bottom of the arena, and there's the exit is at the top, so... Seems a little odd. Been interesting hearing Divine Mage talk. He's in my link shell, and he's been fighting stuff for the Magian Trials, which I don't really understand. I'm pretty sure that they are to upgrade weapons and stuff. Weapons and gears. From 75 to 99, so... Anyway, here we are. So, oh, this makes it so much nicer. It makes it go so much faster, too. So I can warp right back to where I needed. Because normally you would have to walk back, or you'd have to warp or something like that. Pain in the keister. Don't have to do that now. So nice. So it's interesting, in some of these fights where sleep too is pretty prevalent, they actually tell you to use poison potions. So you intentionally poison yourself because you can't be slept, you can't stay asleep if you receive or lose health. So you intentionally poison yourself so you can't be slept, so then you don't get stunned in that sense. Very interesting. There he is. Well, Brandon, I think I've seen him in my link shell as well. Welcome back, Jeff. I'm sure the Lords of both Nightverse would like to hear your report right away. So the Seal of Faying is broken. We must face the prospect of nether beasts laying siege to this land, as they did 2 decades past. Peculiar have been their actions of late, and now this. We must act swiftly. Yes, but our obligation is to the Alliance denies unilateral deployment to lands abroad. Are not the Northlands reduced to ash in wars of old? This does not bode well. Vigilantly we watch that land, and still this comes to pass. I think this is an interesting way to go about it, because Sandoria is actually the closest to the Northlands, therefore it's kind of their prerogative to watch over it. When we went through Rangemount Pass, it was Sandorian soldiers who hold it. And all that jazz. So Bastock and Windurst are not as compliant or have to be as vigilant necessarily. So yeah, there are some political intrigues with that. Yes, I'm afraid you were right. Our eyes were on the comings and goings of orcs, ignorant of the greater threat. How should we explain this to our allies? Sandoria cannot become the laughingstock of the civilized world. Are such words even necessary? Prince Tryon. Before they hit us, let us hit them. A bold strike would hamper their momentum. But my prince, by sending troops into the Northlands, we expose ourselves to a certain degree of diplomatic liability. Liability? Fools, are you also blind to this peril? The enemy approaches while we bicker. Very much a man of action. Yes, Prince Tryon. However, we should involve the king and Prince Pietier in this decision. Bella, do you share the opinion of Halvor and Rahel? Yes, my prince, we do not know the enemy's numbers. I believe the peril of rushing headlong into battle would be too great. Indeed, word of the Shadow Lord's return was brought to us by adventurers, and is yet unconfirmed. And if it did happen to be true, all the Knights of Sandoria would not be enough. We must confer with the Alliance, my prince. So be it, all this talk of diplomatic liability. There are people we must defend and an enemy we must defeat. Not matters, but that's simple truth. Always walks like he's got something stuck up his backside. Such times, where could Pichu be going? Apparently he's not with... He's somewhere. Let's try on. We must make haste and decide upon policy for our kingdom. At any rate, the exploration of Fei Ying is complete. Much time may be needed before we reach a conclusion. Rest and prepare for other expeditions. And thank you for your dutiful service. So that's the first part of it. Yeah, the next mission is called the Shadow Lord, apparently. So. Okay, so we're going to go back and talk to a gate guard. And we have fire crystals there. We're going to go ahead and throw those into the thing and see what happens. We're also going to open up our quest and get that section of that done. So, look around. Quests. Objective. Where is it? I think it's quests. Yeah? Oh crap. Just 80. Pink. Inventory. Deal, no. But Sandoria, yes. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him and see what shows up. If I have to trade him crystals, I will. I most likely will have to, but let's see if we do. They might have changed it since the Wikipedia, so. Okay, and yes, those are all the old ones, so I have to trade them stuff. Trade. Fire crystals. Are you really a new recruit? Before you do it, you must first accept the mission. That's how things work around here. Oh, okay, never mind. Hang on. I have to give it to a temple knight. Breaking points are full. Okay. Yeah, they buffed it. Because originally it says in the thing you have to trade 3 stacks. I trade 2/3 of a stack, and it worked. So, if it isn't yet, there's no time for loafing around, friend. Prince Tryon is looking for you. For our next mission, he's requested you personally. You should be honored. As for the details of the mission, I have no idea what he wants, but he was in a hurry. We better be off to Chateau de Orion. I actually should look up the actual pronunciation of that. I think that's how it's pronounced because of the character that we have in 14 that goes with us to Sandoria for the second mission. The second raid. But that could be completely false. So that's kind of what he sounds like. There's always so much noise, I can never fully understand what is said. But anyway. No, not South Sandoria. We need to go to North Sandoria. There's so many people here. Ugh. But you all pissed off from being around the home point. You kind of wish you could find a place where all these people could be sat or something. Anyway, my lips are a little chapped today, so I'm gonna be applying chapstick to them. Hopefully they don't crack again. I'm having to do it all day today. Okay, so we need to talk to Halvar. Ah, Jet, this is not... Prince Tryon was looking for you. How do you not know who I am? Come on. We just were talking. Prince seemed troubled that a decision has not yet made what action to take. Take care to not further ruffle any royal feathers. Prince Tryon went to his chambers a short while ago and has yet to return. You should go speak with him there. How long do these fools wish to sit here discussing our deaths? We have no time to talk, not anymore. We must move to stop the return of the Shadow Lord, or war will be upon Vana'diel once more. That this is an order. Hurry as quickly as you can to Castle's Fall in the far north, put an end to this evil scheme of the Beastmen. I'll accept all responsibility for this mission. Now go, brave warrior, for the future of Vana'diel. The fact he's willing to cover for us tells us how earnest he is about this. Okay, so we've now done that. We're now going to travel to Zarkabar. It looks like it's talking about just getting there. I have already made my way to Castle's Fall for a previous quest. So we're just going to go ahead and hop right over there. I don't remember if I touched a book or not. If not, I can just warp to the book and in Zarkabard and go from there. So we're going to select North Sandoria. Entrance there. Yes. Let's see if I have a book. Because this time we will actually be going through the Baileys and up to the keep and doing a battle there. Yep, we're just jumping right on into it. So, survival guide, teleportation assistance, when we are warping ourselves up to Valdiana. Ah, we do have the Baileys. Good. Up and away. All right. So I remember doing this trip vaguely. The first part of the castle you do pretty consistently if you're leveling up multiple jobs because you have to get your arms from here. This is part of the repeating quest of Morgurts. So we're doing something a little different here. So I'm going to go ahead and summon up help. We will have to resummon everybody when we get to the keep, but I don't know how long that takes because this is a little bit of a mess from my remembering. So we are here. We're going to go ahead and pop composure. Not exposure, composure. Okay, we'll cast refresh on myself. Oh, and you know what? Let's do our region stuff so we don't get caught off unawares. Caught unawares. All right. Okay. Oh, that was region. That was not my mage buffs. There is a teleport crystal to the keep at some point, so we will be grabbing that, and then if we ever have to come back here again, we don't have to travel through the castle. But the fact that I kind of want to do that so, to experience it as well as have you guys see it, kind of a big deal. All right, so let's see, keep one. Bailey's and then keep. Hey. All right, so. Okay, so the first part is really easy. And this is where you get into... We've already fought... It's similar creatures to what you fight out in Zarkabard, but then you start getting into some more variety here. So, you normally run into, like, demon spawn that are warriors, dark knights, dragoon, I think. I think there are dragoons as well. You also run into the big eyes, the Arnemons, Arnemon types. Okay, so you actually don't continue here. You actually have to split off. So you want to go towards A. So you'd keep going that direction to all the way towards the gate that's there that hasn't loaded, to get the dark spark for all of the artifact armor hands. But we're not going to be doing that. We are going to be continuing on. If anything attacks us, it will be easy prey. So far wall has not loaded up. There we go. Now it's loading. Demon wizards, knights, pawns, all that. Okay, so and this is where it would get pretty gnarly previously, because it's not just demons you find here. You find all of the beastmen races. So the orcs are in one quadrant. The I believe the Quadav are another quadrant, and the Yugata are another, and then you have the demons. So this is where it got tricky, because you had to drop down these paths to go to certain locations. So let me see here. Okay, we move to map 2, move west to G9, which is the Yaguda, the Yagudo region. G9, which is going to be this one. Okay, so go past the orcs, because you can fall down these platforms and fall down to other locations. So yeah, it becomes a big maze. And there are treasure coffers you can get here as well. I think, yeah, I had to do that for the paladin at one point. So I remember not being fun. You go from orcs right over to Yagudos. And go back to the stairs there at the bottom right corner to the lower path. Okay. Turn left from the staircase, heading east. When you reach a gate, turn left again. Going under. Okay. Turn east, which is this direction. When you reach a gate, turn left again, going under the path you walked above earlier. Here. Okay. And then probably go up this way, right, I guess? Another short sword case. Yeah, and you can see that we have the Morbid Eyes now and the demons. We've gotten warlocks now. And this lets you go up and over the other pathway, I believe. Yes, this is going up into the keep itself. So, now, the Bailey's is actually like 2 floors, or 2 maps. The keep is 4. Oh. Cue the creepy organ music. Alright, so now we're into the next section. Okay, so We're gonna go ahead and summon our trusts again. Oops. Into the game. Got a macro worked up just for this because I just remembered it. This will summon all the ones that I want to have on. And do it faster than me just picking them. Okay. So, once you answer the bell, you'll have to open several gates or doors, not very often in front of mobs that detect by sight. We're high enough level, we shouldn't have an issue. So, it's a map 2 via either spot of H6 or H10. H6 or H10. Oh, okay, so A or B. Hard. Iron Bar Gate. I wonder if these will move. Looks like they will. See, now you see goblins here. So all the beastmen of the main areas are here. Let's see. We need to go one more this way. I'm going to take a left. This way. I remember so little about the keep itself, other than the top entrance when you actually get out and are heading into like the main arena. I remember nothing of this area otherwise. So this will be interesting. See, now we're seeing Quadavs. Let's see. Now we need to get to C, I think. Yep. We're seeing Spinal. We're seeing Emerald, Elder. All the kind of the mid-range ones. I don't think we're going to see any hires. I don't think we're going to see Adamantite or Adamantine or the Diamond or the Sapphire. Now we're up high. I can imagine this being an ordeal when 50 was still the cap. Honestly. But when it came to America, because originally it was in Japan, specifically. When it came to America, it actually came with the Rise of the Zalart expansion included, which added a bunch of stuff. So, I don't remember if the cap was 75 at that. I think it was. I can't remember if you got 75 when you got to change Promathia or you did Rise of the Zalart, the Rise of the Zalart. So. Okay, go through C, and we're into map 3, which is teleport devices. Oh, this looks unpleasant. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. So, oh, I don't think this is actually that hard. Go here, I think, and it teleports you to that corner. So you're now in a room with a bunch of enemies. So you'd have to fight your way towards each of these portals. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so we have to wait. So I basically just... so it goes through a rotation of teleporting. Okay. So I ended up just showing up at the right time. So it would have been the case of you had to fight everything off here, and then anything that spawned, you had to either sleep or pull to the thing, so then it would, so you could kill it before you teleported. Interesting. You see that my trusts don't teleport with me. They come running out of this area here. I guess they don't have a pathing for teleportation. I don't know why. Odd. Say hello to people. Now, for those of you who do not play online games very much, let me explain what that symbol means, doing an O and a backslash. What that basically looks like, it looks like this. It looks like me raising my hand in like a high motion. That's what that is. If you do 07, it looks like you're saluting somebody. It's something you pick up on. So. Okay, so now we're here. Now we run back over here this way. And this will warp us to our next map, I believe. If it doesn't... Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, so you can come up C or D, and then you'd have to do at least 2 warps from the floor to get to the top. Yeah. So now we're in a new area. Left or right, and run through. The fact that nothing attacked us earlier means that I'm not concerned. Deadly Iris. So the names are all eye related, which is so funny. Morbid Eye, Deadly Iris. If I remember correctly in my mythology, the Audiomon were Persian demon? Persian mythology, I think? There's a new home point, so now we can do something here. I'm not going to set my home point here, but having that there is going to be a big deal. So, open up this door. Walk out into a new zone, I believe. Yes. And now we're on top of the castle, and we make our way to the very foreboding keep this way. We're so high up, we can't even see what's below us. I think I'm seeing graphical glitches. I don't know what those are. But yes, here we are. Walk all the way across there to here. Throne room. Okay. Probably cutscene before we get into the fight itself. Wait, that was Matricide that we've seen before. Could this be? Yes, this is the Tomb of the Shadow Lord. Where'd you show up, Seed? Good grief. Oh, the Matricide, it's activating. 2 from each of the Beast Tribe locations. Remember, when I played this game it originally was 30 FPS. This has upscale textures as well as unlocked to 60s now. So this looks a lot nicer than it would have previously. Uh-oh, the sarcophagus is opening. And here he comes. He looks a lot like the ore golems and stuff that you see before. Oh, that's a really cool design. Set him down. Didn't even go thud, just kind of up. There we go, there's the thuds. I knew that he was gonna do something bigger. Ah, the Dark Knight. It's been 20 years since we last met, Zed. No, how is this possible? I defeated you. Cannot die, not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world. Another line from Echoes of Vana'diel. So it is true, I suspected as much as we last met. You are a Galka. 30 years ago, I was in a group that came to this cursed land, seeking to uncover the secrets of a lost civilization. It is here that I fell, betrayed by one I trusted with my life. My friend Ulrich could not abide the fact that I was the best swordsman in the mythical musketeers. But I was advocating peace with the beastmen at the time. Time was not to his liking either. Cornelia died protecting me. But I came back. Not even death could keep me from exacting revenge on those who wronged me. Power hidden deep beneath the earth gave me a new form and granted me control over the nether beasts. It was then that I became aware that I was made aware. Dark anger smoldering deep within my soul. I realized it was not revenge that drove me, but the old dying anger of our race, the wrath of the Galka. Others cannot fathom the depths of our rage, but I cast myself willingly into its flames and broke the chains of mortality. If that all rings true, remember the cutscene we saw when we were doing Magicite. Your kind awoke the fury within me, and I was reborn into rage incarnate, as the Shadow Lord. I swore to myself then to purge this world of your kind. I will not rest until I crush every last one of you. I underestimated you 20 years ago. I will not make that same mistake again. What? No! Stand there and watch, Zed. Search within for the Galka rage, the flame that burns in the souls of all Galka. A little bit of a pointless teleport, but I guess they didn't want to animate him going down the stairs. Now, I will cleanse this world of your filth unless I am first consumed by fury. Come, it is the hour of reckoning. Death itself failed to stay my wrath. Let us see if you can do any better. Ooh. I want to enter the Shadow Lord battle. Yes. So, where's away all the effects that you had on you. This, of course, is going to be a cakewalk because of how things are, but yeah. So there's our Shadow Lord. There's our fight. All right, Posure. Of course, I could just go in blade swinging, but I'd rather not die. In this game, being a little over-prepared is not a bad thing, so... I lost the conversation. What? Robbing a what store? All right, you. Casting Faraga too. Ooh. Gets attacking, so then everybody's on top. Everybody's on level with me. It's also Fire Day. What do you know? So 70% now. This was very much a battle where you had to get help. You had to be helped by 3 other people. You had to have a tank, you had to have a healer, you had to have a DPS. Minimum. I think you had to do, you could get more. Oh, just a little kick. So I think that there is is it 2 phase? Yeah, it says after the first phase is defeated. Yeah. So it makes me think that we're gonna have to fight a second time. Okay, defeated the Shadow Lord, but... So he just comes back again, I guess. Okay, he's now powered up, I guess, because everything is glowing now. There we go. And he's down. We're good this time. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to walk into the throne room again, I believe. Yeah, just another cutscene. Just pops right in. No, it is not over yet. I told you, even death cannot stop my revenge. I will not fall. I will keep coming back until the fires of wrath consume me. Ralgrim, stop! Listen to me. It is over. Ralgrim? No, that is not my name. I am the Shadow Lord. You are no such thing. Search your memories for your true self. You are Ralgrim, the Galka's greatest swordsman. I am Ralgrim. Ugh! You remember? Yes, I do now. Raugrim, it's good to have you back. How has all of this come to be? As you know, I am the Tailkeeper of the Galka, keeper of our race's memories. But there was so much pain, so much anger. I let myself become trapped in the dark abyss of swirling rage and madness. Raugrim. People are capable of kindness beyond angels, yet we also commit sin that will put a demon to shame. We all stand precariously on the edge between darkness and light. When we fall, we are greeted by only madness and chaos. So I have fallen. There's no salvation for me. The Raugrim who you once knew is gone. Forever. I expect no forgiveness for what I have done, but... Come on, this way, hurry! Ah, so the Shadow Lord came back. My true self died 30 years ago. All that remains is an empty shell. Cornelia, finally we may meet again. And so as the Shadow Lord was defeated, thanks to my selfless courage and sacrifice. Through the clouds shines a symbol of newfound hope for the peoples of Vanadin. None should forget that wherever there is light, there is always shadow. Legend goes on to say, from the darkest depths of the earth, the warriors of the Crystal rose. So, I guess it's goodbye for now. Heard they've started flights to the Outlands. If you ever get your hands on an airship pass for Kazam, come see me in Norg sometime. I'll be seeing you, Jedith. Bye. I too feel our paths may cross again. Until then, I wish you farewell. It's always all the way back to the beginning of the Baileys. Made that trip really short. Okay. So, yeah, that was the Shadow Lord. Yeah. Really easy fight now. But I was also over-leveled and had 4 things with me, so 4 trusts with me, so makes perfect sense. Yep, time to go get Rake 6 finished up. Okay, and that's our next cutscene. Master, look at the orb. You have set up on the proper course and passed through the first of many gates to come. This precious jewel is one of Ryzenjima's Sanctorium's most mystical treasures. Our legends state that it was formed from the energies of 1,000 different lives. Though it has originally been regarded as but a minor artifact, in the future you and my father had drawn forth its true power. Reality is a piece of the Mother Crystal. Please, Master, you may have taken the first steps, but I urge you to continue pressing on. Gilgamesh awaits word in Nord. Alright, so. So, I have now done that. We're going to head to the chateau and finish it up and get our rank 6. Okay, and then we're going to make a little bit of a detour to kind of work on more of our Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, because specifically, we haven't been able to touch it for a long time, as well as we're going to work on what we can until we get kind of stuck again. Now, we are at a little bit of a crossroads, and I'm kind of wondering where we go with this. So, at this point, I believe Rise of the Zalart can be started, more or less. But we also have the rest of the nation missions for Sandoria. I don't know where those take us, so I might just take a minute or two here and look them over and see if it's really viable. I mean, we can kind of jump back and forth between them, just as it goes. So we'll have to see. Jareth, I knew you were the one for the job, but don't rest on your laurels. With the success of this last mission, I formally bestow upon you mission rank 6. Care of the Shadow Lord is past, but Vana'diel is never at rest, and our kingdom needs you to watch over it. Vigilance, always. Go, Jareth, His Majesty awaits. Okay, so finish that up. And so the next one is what? So we can go ahead and talk to Rahal. We can get some extra dialogue. So here's Rahal. Commendable work. With our mortal enemy vanquished, we must now restore glory to Sandoria. Cooperation is expected. Now, I might not be able to get anything from Corella because I started a quest for her. I apologize for the disturbance. Yeah, I can't do anything. So, she might have more stuff afterwards, but I also started a quest to go get the water from the peak of Orlais Peak. So, that might not go anywhere. We got to rank 6. We go to the next one. It says His Majesty awaited. I don't know what that meant. Can I just go up and talk to the king? I guess I can. I'm surprised by that. Oh, and we have the whole royal family here to greet us. Trian has spoken to me about you. At long last we meet. I commend you for putting an end to the Shadow Lord. Hang on a second. I met you, like, a couple missions ago. You have fulfilled my expectations. No, you surpassed them. For that we thank you. May you continue to serve the motherland. Yes, thanks to you, the Shadow Lord's return was nipped in the bud. We are all in your debt, especially in light of my elder brother's antics. Never the complainer, I see. Father, let us not dwell on the petty details. The Shadow Lord is dead, and our greatest threat is no more. We must return our attention to Sandoria herself. Of course, our nation has fallen ill. Our long struggle with the Beastmen has prevented any recovery from the war. Much like the reign of King Rapar. The Dragon King, Rapar? Yes, our great ancestor. But that king pulled our kingdom from the brink, brought Sandoria again to greatness. Truly legendary feat. You speak of the treasure of the Dragon King? Yes, the legends speak of King Rapar and how he used the treasure to save his nation. And where will we find this treasure? If we only knew. This is all but legend, but apparently the king sealed it away somewhere. Cannot fathom why. Many were sent looking for it, but none succeeded. Perhaps now is the time we must find it and break the barrier that protects it. Together, should you uncover any news of Rapar's treasure, report to us immediately. Father, I urge you to send expeditions to every corner of Vana'diel. Just a moment, Trion. Why should we wander in darkness when the Popske may still illuminate us? The Popske, Your Majesty? Yes, I have faith that soon he will find some clue for us. My own life is waning. I must solve this mystery while I still breathe. Father. When the time comes, Jareth, your assistance will be needed by us all. Do not let us down. I, Claudia, would like to ask for courage on behalf of the Mother Crystal. When first we met, you were but a fledgling adventurer. Now you are a paragon of virtue. May you continue to strive for the greatness of our nation. Our prayers are with you. That's all for today. Go and rest, for soon enough we may call upon you again. Now, we really have not run into the Pavske since, like, mission 2 or 3. It's been a long time, so I have no idea what that's going to entail or anything along those lines. So, So, for the time being, I believe we're going to hold off on the... Okay, hold on a second. So, let me go into my quests here. Complete a quest for Sandoria. Actually, do I go here? I think we do. Oh, no, I go to missions, specifically. Hang on. But there's a whole other tab for missions. Nations. So I have no current mission, but the last one was the Shadow Lord. Okay, so apparently from the Shadow Lord, you go right into some other stuff. I will take a look at those in a little bit. Right. Okay, so we might get a point where we start doing these missions kind of on and off. I'm not sure. It looks like there's potentially some issues with other parts of the game interfering, like having quests started and stuff like that. I will look into those, and next time I will kind of give a game plan for the nation missions. I want to get to rank 10 in all of them. I do. So let me go ahead and drop back to quests. Go to the objective list. We need to go to achievements, new. Go to quest, level cap. Okay, we just did that one. So we're going to be working on that one. Just did this. This one we can be working on. It looks like the next mission we have a fight that's got a level 75 boss in it. So, whew. But we also have to go into... Yeah, so we'll work at that. We'll work on that at some point. I think we're going to do Rhapsody of Vana'diel stuff right now. So let's go ahead and jump into where we need to go there. It looks like we need to go back to Nork. So thankfully, we grabbed Nork stuff when we first teleported there. So now we can go back there at any time. Which is great. Another note on progress. I have unlocked Paladin. I haven't leveled up Monk or Thief at all. I'm thinking of actually holding off on leveling other jobs until I get to further into Rhapsodies. Specifically because there is another item that we can get that will give us another 30% experience boost. So it would be 60% on top of the 20% that I get out of Kupelfried, as well as whatever experience stuff that I do, plus Quotata if I have dedication or have the dedication stat on. So a lot of experience, which makes the leveling just go even faster. So eventually I will get to the point where I will actually start unlocking more jobs and I will start leveling them up, all that jazz. So So we did Paladin, but I don't think we're going to touch any more right now. Next Tuesday, we might go and unlock another job. Kind of depends on how I feel. If we do, it'll be Dark Knight. So, let's see. We need to go to Nork. That's right. So we needed to find Elshma Nork. Yes. And we wanted to find the one that was closest to that one. Now. I'm sorry to say, I'm probably going to have to take a break and use the bathroom. Because it's not been my stomach, but, you know, the other parts of my anatomy, they've been complaining. Start Rise of the Xylart? Maybe later. Okay, so we can actually say start the Rise of the Xylart there. We started North. Okay, so we could get started there. We're going to hold off on the Rise of the... And I always say Xylart because that's the first way I heard it. Heard someone else say it. It's Xylart. I'm not used to that. So I constantly have to keep trying to catch myself. So, before we get into this, we're going to stop at the door. And I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'll be a few minutes, probably. So, unfortunately. And then I wanted to take a look at my status. Have I actually gotten to 76? I have. Okay, cool. Because there's a chance... I don't know what it's required to go to Expanding Horizons, the next one. I think you have to be level 80. No, level 76. So I could actually raise it to 85, which would be awesome. Because I already have enough merit points and I have more Kindred Crests. So we will probably do that before I finish. Then I have level 85 to get to, because I think 81 will be what we need to get to next at least. So anyway, I'm going to mute my mic and put you guys on Be Right Back, and I will be gone for a couple minutes while I deal with this bathroom thing. So I will be back in a couple minutes. See you there. And I'm back. Whew, feel better. All right. So, we're now going to go in and talk to Gilgamesh. You made it back. Ron's been pacing back and forth all day. Master tells your victory against the Shadow Lord have reached our ears. Mystery is one battle closer to being set on the proper course. It also brings us closer to oblivion. We may first bring history to a point where the Master is able to face the future. So, think back upon your struggle with the Shadow Lord. When we first met many years from now, the Master mentioned something that happened that day. I felt the crystal resonate within. Please, try to think back. Warrior of the Crystal, one who would become known as a Warrior of Light. Will travel across this land, sea, and sky, bathed in the light and stopping darkness wherever it threatens the living. And he will continue to banish the doubt that resides within you. Such travels take their toll on lesser mortals who retire to their homes and live out their lives in comfort. Although you may stop briefly to gather your wits, each time you will do so is only to steel your resolve for the next struggle. You have the will to shelter the downtrodden, vex the darkness, and protect all that Altana holds dear. Time is right for you to become more than a mere warrior. You will become greater, for that is what is required of you. Has it come back to you, Master? Recall to reverence those words, saying they gave you the strength of spirit to carry on no matter the odds. Though your journeys were arduous and fraught with peril, the twinkle in your eye you recounted your tales gave me courage. The reason you were able to lead us to the final struggle was precisely because of those many barriers you had overcome. It taught me that the world was worth fighting for, no matter how bleak the future. My father always spoke of you with adoration, believing that you were a man of indisputable valor. Banish your doubt, Master, for as you may overcome all that you were meant to be. Now that you mention it, Iroha, just who is this father of yours? Well, boss, something terrible has happened. There's big trouble at Sea Serpent Grotto. Boats just turning and no one can leave. The boats are able to make it to Norg at all. There was this infernal ringing noise and the boats are just spinning in place. You mean to say that all this started happening at once? Wait, turning round and round, spinning in place. Obviously, they both caused by the same thing. Does that mean you know something, Zeed? Jedith? Just like an Esha. Exactly, I have the same thought. Ah, so you two have experienced the same thing. There's no one better to get to the bottom of this. We should head out to the garage, Jedith. Quicker if we split up. I'll go on ahead until while you prepare. Master, I insist on accompanying you. So, because of this, and because of the next stuff that we're going into, I believe I need to go get some more magical maps. So we'll do a quick but brief jump back to Sandoria. And we will... Actually, we'll go to Juno, because I can go unlock the next bit of the thing, and then we'll come back. So, time out right now on the story for Rhapsodies, and let's go get that handled. Actually, do I have what I need? Give me a second here. Make sure I do this before I make a fool of myself. I need to drop Kindred Crests. Okay. Do we have Kindred Crests? I think we might be stuck when we can do the next one, because I think it might be High Crests. High Kindred Crest, which I have not touched yet. Because they drop by enemies even higher than level 7. So. We're gonna go ahead and talk to the Moogle here. Oh, looks like it doesn't do anything. Okay. Now I can go ahead and trade the... He's 5. Oh, hang on. You've caught word of my latest miraculous method for padding the already quiescent powers of adventurers like yourself. Yes, the possibly assurant expression on your face tells me all I need to know. Is there no point at which your penchant for power will be sated, Kupo? It cannot be easy walking around as a veritable avatar of avarice and avidity. Still, I've taken a liking to your kind, and since you were such a wonderful guinea pig last time, I'd be positively elated to experiment on you against one more. That said, I must warn you that I'm still working on some of the kinks. I can give you no guarantees this time. As to say, don't come crying to me if you level your strength ends up plunging precipitously. Are you still keen for the challenge? Will I ever? Ever the confident one, I see. Very well. Go procure the 5 kindred crests needed for the procedure. Store your spiritual energies to the tune of 4 merit points, and we'll give it a go. Whoop-o. Sure you want to go ahead with this? Okay, so... Five kindred crests. Splendid, superlative. In that case, without further ado, yoo-hoo! Mr. Magenium Moogle Man, over here, Kupo. Yes, I'm coming already. And keep your voice down, will you? I can hear your hooting and hollering from a mile away. Well, seems the poor fellow has resigned himself to this fate. Same deal as last time, got it, Kupo? And today, we'll be recruiting the services of a very special guest. Howdy ho, fatty wetties! Ladies and gentle Moogles, I proudly present Paraki Poroki, esteemed procedure of the theological magic from the Windurstian Orostrary. It's time to take away from his daddy gathering for this special occasion. Paraki Poraki, self-styled brown mage? Why do I get the feeling we're in for a real mess this time? Honored to be here, my pudgy purple-winged friends. Been hoping to test out my latest laxative spell, but lately my last been has bared a set of freshly evacuated bowels. This is just the belly-bursting opportunity I've been looking for. To make room for a fresh fount of power inside you, first expel the old. Simple truth. No, Kupo? My stomach's getting queasy just thinking about it. Very well. Come and kneel before me right now. You may take your position over there. All right, prepare to have your innards turned inside out. I just did that during the bathroom break. What the heck? And you, my friend, prepare to unleash the most vigorous volley of Moogle magic you can manage. Understood. I am ready whenever the rest of you are. Now let's begin. I hope this works. Oh. Why are you copying them? Jeez. Virgin, belly. What was it? Ah, never mind. Burst! Racked with the pain of his stomach, gurgles and grumbles violently. Ah, I'm out. Now, Kupo! Oh, there we go. I feel a gushing fount of power explode from his burst through his veins and limbs. Success! Ha-ha! Glorious success! Last time I tried that one, I was scrolling my lab clean for a month. Oh, who's more frightening, this fellow or the Moogle who brought him? Curious, the more excruciating the pain they endure, the stronger these behaviors grow. Perhaps my trials are not as torturous as they should be. Nothing. Nothing at all. You look at fine fettle, my adventuring friend. Go out there and get him. Farewell, Kupo. I can't thank you enough. Now, you've given me enough data to write a year's worth of reports. Next time you're feeling a little wacky up, you know who to call. Tataru! Rejoice, Jeneth, for the procedure was a staggering success. Whole new horizons await you out there, and I suspect you're feeling famished. Go and feast to your heart's content. Self-styled brown mage, huh? Oh boy. Well, I'm not going to be copying anything about that. Anyway, we got it so we can get to 85. Now, looking at the level 90 break, looks like I have to have 10 Kindred Crests, which I think I have. I have 8 Kindred Crests, so I'm actually going to need to get a little bit more. I need to have 5 merit points. But I could also take some of my other seals and crests and trade them in for a 3-to-1 ratio, I think. So I could get more if I really needed to. Anyway, but it looks like the next one is, it's not that much harder. So that's something that could potentially happen next time on Tuesday. We'll have to see. Now, we did that, and then we need to go to get magical maps. So let's go to, yeah, Sandoria is actually really close to the warp there, so let's do that. So what I specifically need to get is I think I need to go get some of the maps for, let's see. Sea Serpent Grotto, yes. These places. Yep. I do not remember where Torre Marais Canal is. I think we're okay for the time being. I think we just need to get those. Because that should cover the Ultimo Isles where Norg is and everything like that. Travel to another place. Better go back to Ultimo Low. Back to Norg. And go here. Okay. So. Go to J12 near the pond in Sea Serpent Grotto and click on the blah 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 for a... Okay, do not go through the ornaments door. Okay, so we're now here. We're gonna go walking out this way. Okay, so this door, the ornamental door, blah blah blah. Okay, so it needs us to go to J12. J12, which is way down there. Okay. It said don't go through the ornamental door. At J11 is down below. Okay. Oh, I see why it says that. It's basically underneath the thing. All right. Now, I'm not expecting us to have to fight anything here, but we're going to take our time. Okay. If I remember correctly, Sea Serpent Grotto has, like level 40 to 50 stuff, I think. The thing is that they added high-level enemies to basically all areas, so I don't... Well, they did it for lower-level areas. I don't know if they did it everywhere, but my guess is that we're not going to run into anything that we need to worry about. Okay, go to this cracked wall. Through... Royal Leeches. Too weak. Alright. I'm not concerned. Turn left. Can we mount here? No. Bigger speech. Man, this place, these places were always so nasty to try and walk through. Ah, Sahagins! So, we know Sahagins in 14. This is what they look like in 11. Tiny little fishmen. Far more fishy-like. But this is another beastman type. Don't really see them other than here, I think. I think you only see them on El Shamo. Specifically in the sea serpent grotto. Pond and spring, and so they're all water. Down. Kind of wish I was able to get told like what level these are, because from what I can tell from the game, they never give you an indication. It's just people figuring out, okay, what levels are you for it to be an even match? Because that's been indicated that is what you need to do. Okay, we need to turn off, go this way, specifically. I think that is our thing right there. So. Oh! That's certainly a bell. A weird symbol on it. Something's horribly wrong. Whoa! Hello? Looks like Garuda. You are not Garuda. Then what? Pitiful humans, you cannot hear nature, though she aches for one to listen. I am left breathless knowing my name has been forgotten. No, your visage is known to me. The seductor, Siren. Ah, another Final Fantasy Esper. Ah, young daughter. You come from a faraway age. One in mere habitstance, but to think two. Your words confound me. You mean that yet another has come from the future? I do. Not all are equal before Father Time, least of all one who can devour him. It's no longer needed to wait for the future. Send its emissary to this time. Even now he stands tall, cackling at your backs. Oh, hi! Oh! Jeez! Aroha! May this arrow strike true, fiend! Oh, that was cool. So we can see him now, I think. And she's warped back to the... She overused her energy. Impossible! Cannot let it escape. Okay, so now we're supposed to go into the Utonga jungle. So, interesting. I'll go ahead and remove a lot of that stuff. Anyway, somewhere through Sea Serpent Grotto, I believe, is the Cloister of Water. So, at some point, we will have to go find that. But that's not a big deal at the moment. Brown's Tome, and further up, we're going to find the manual. Okay, and I got a new location. So for all these locations that we've not been fighting anything in, I will look up all those locations just for completing for the first time and find the level, and then I will use them as leveling locations for one of my jobs. Tonga Jungle. First time we've been here. Oh, by the way, we got the red light. I think we're done. Ooh. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay, so for those of you who are not aware, that is the part of the carbuncle for the Summoner quest. So, you have to basically, you have to get his ruby, and then you have to, which you get out of leeches, I think. And then you have to go talk to somebody in Windhurst. When we get around to the Summoner quest, I'll show all the cutscenes. But afterwards, you have to basically go out and experience all the different weather types in the world. And that was fire. So, I'm trying to figure out who I have not gotten in terms of the quests. Give me a second here. I want to switch over to that page and add that. So Earth, Thunder, Water, Clear, Wind, Fire. I don't think I've gotten Ice yet. The interesting condition is that it can't be just anywhere. It has to be somewhere with open air. So even though we ran into ice in Feiying, Feiying is a closed-off area. It doesn't have open sky. Therefore, I haven't gotten ice yet, I think. It also doesn't keep track of where you get the weather. So there's a chance I'll get it. But basically, that cutscene is repeated over and over based on the weather that happens. It's just red light or purple light or blue light or whatever for what the weather is. While we're here, let's see. And then we need to go to 11. So there is a cutscene. So our next cutscene is here in this kind of oasis period here. Give me a second. Go back to the picture. Go to. Okay, and it should be kind of around here. Oh, that might be it. Is this it? I think this might be it. Yep, it is. Halt! Remove your mask at once, that we may lay our eyes upon our enemy. Our world is not a toy for you to control. This Voidsand has emerged from the abyss, endeavoring to lead Vana'diel into it. Even now, he turns his gaze to the fabrics of time, his arms pulsing, as he rips a hole into emptiness that lies beyond. Darkness is not to be feared, but embraced like a lover in the cold winds of the night. Oh dear. Death, could it be? Looks just like Inquithum. Cannot let it fester. I care not whether it to be born from a higher power. I refuse to permit it to consume our land. Impudent fools. Whoa! I cannot move! Jedith, come hither. Let my song wash over you. Are we supposed to fight this thing now? I don't know what mission we're on. Let me go to quests. Is there a current for? No, it's not. Not community there. Okay, I think this might be the next thing that we do. Because examine it. Okay, and then the last avatar, which is a fight. Okay. Can be won with an 81 red mage dancer with 4 trusts. Ooh. That sounds nasty. This does get us a 30% bonus to Unity accolade gains and to experience and limit points. So there's a question whether I should try and do this here or not. Tanked 2, what's your level? Level 90, so a lot higher level. I think for the time being, we're going to hold off on this. So, for the time being, we will hold off and we will not do that. We are going to see if we can get ourselves up to that outpost there. So we have Yatunga Jungle as a warp. I'm trying to remember how you get there. I understand you have to go that way, so. So as you can see by the map, this is a literal jungle maze. Because on the original map, you don't see the little tunnels and stuff. That's added extra. So you would have to more or less memorize what paths you had to take if you wanted to go to certain areas in this zone. We also run into the Opo-Opos, which are first time we're seeing that enemy. Think of the Elshimo Isles a little bit like the Galapagos Islands in the real world. Kind of the same kind of vibe. You see goblins, which are spread throughout all of Vana'diel, but you run into enemies here that you don't run into anywhere else, more or less. You run into the Opo-Opos, you run into the Hagens. You run into the Overgrown Rose. I think it's just a normal creature, yeah. Yeah, because I can't think of another zone where Opo-Opos actually show up. So. And wonderful. It is being held by our friends, the Royal Knights. Okay, hang on a second. Maybe one in extremis. 14 minutes. You have, what, 15 minutes to do the fight? He spawns after 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes to do the fight. I remember when we did the first nasty fight. I think we're going to hold off on this one for a little bit. So, yeah. So, I will level up, and then next Tuesday we will take another shot at it. We should be able to do it if I get up high enough level. So, I'm not too worried. Let's see what we're going to do now. Actually, good question. What do I do now? Because getting to level 75 and getting rank 6 was kind of the big things at the moment. Now that I've done them, what do I have option to do except go level, more or less? I think that's all I really have available to me is leveling right now, which is not a bad thing. Anyway, so we found our way here. Teleportation assistance. So there's some options for leveling. There is going to Zaruun, Zaruun Mines, which is a fairly low level until you get further along. And we've briefly been there. Or we can go back into Esha Zeta, which you guys actually haven't seen, and leveling stuff there. So let me go take a look at the experience stuff. It looks like Esha Zeta, yeah, 70 to 80. So yeah, we could go there for a little bit. And we would be fighting what? Horses, sorcerers, and warriors. And we need to get to Portal 4. Well, it's actually really close to Portal 3. That'll be fine, I think. And leveling up some Zeta would be nice, as well as taking us to a different location. So, let's go ahead and do that. Went ahead and upgraded that. So, I think that's what we'll do for the time being. Let's see. We need to go to Qufim, I believe. Oh, and we can just warp to Qufim. Qufim Island. Yes. I do find it odd that the Esha stuff is like linked areas to other areas. It's just a weird way how they place this. The devs will do what devs will do, though. So now I don't know if we're gonna have a magic issue. I think the magic is different in this zone rather than anywhere else. So. I will need to buy a multiplier, I think, to make sure that I don't get the notorious monsters spawning, which is annoying, but I don't know if that's the case, though. So I think music is different here than... Yeah, I think it sounds different. So this is the zone of the Sanctuary of Zeta. It's just all black and white. That's the biggest thing. Affy, can we talk for a second? I would like to receive temporary items, I think? Oh, you can get all kinds of stuff here. Nothing. Pave the 500 silt. Okay, so we can't leave Esha while this is going, otherwise we waste it. Okay. I'm gonna jump into Portal 3. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't have the quest. Budai, thank you. All leveled up, and Seth Roth, thank you so much again. I had the chat hidden, so I wasn't seeing your guys' messages. I'm so sorry. I'm 10 minutes too late noticing at least one of yours. Jeez. Okay, so now we're gonna head off to Esha again. Heading off this way. Let's see if we can go find level 4. Portal 4, sorry. Equipment. Oh, and we do have... Let's see. Yes, go into here, get our... shuttering. Each had. That's so weird. I don't think there's anything here, which is good. Okay, and I think we run down all the way around the border here. Ugh. Okay, so I haven't seen this enemy type before, the course. I have a trust that looks like them. But that is a new enemy type to fight, actually, for me. Now, should be right. Ah, there it is. Now, the only problem with Esha is that there is no book. There's no grounds tome or anything that I can go use to fight things, to kind of level up with that. So, kind of worries things off. So we'll only do this for a little bit. After that, we'll actually go and find another location to go fight. This is only good for 70 to 80. If we go to, let's see, if we go 80 to 90... Oh, no, we can go back to 80, 90 here. Yeah, so 80 to 90, it would be dealing with the... There, yeah, because the other places, I have something like... I can go to, like, Dangraf Wadi, which is eh. I could go to Gooskin Mines. Otherwise, we're going to much later locations that I haven't unlocked. We could go to Gustav Tunnel, which is crazy. We could go to Kuftal Tunnel again. So we have some options, but we're not going to worry about any of those for the time being. Okay, so now we have this portal up, so we're going to go back and we're going to be fighting the courses and whatnot, so... Once we get to level 77, I will have a new sword. And when we get to 78, I'll have all new armor. So, we might be able to do that right here on stream. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yes, let's go ahead and swap those tabs around so I can see where I'm looking here. 70 to 80. Sorcerer of the Course and the Vultures. Okay. Cool. Tempura K, please come on in. We are leveling up to... trying to get to 77 or 78 tonight. Because we're kind of stuck on story-related stuff for the time being. What's that sparkling? Rim's light. happen to spawn notorious monsters? Something from here if you have a Reaper. Ah, okay, so it's kind of a gathering thing. Interesting. Let's go ahead and do... Let's get our guys out. Now, I don't know what nasties we're going to deal with when we fight the horses, because I think they actually came into the game first in Wings of the Goddess. And I saw them and freaked out when what the heck is that? I'm not fighting it. Not even checking what level it was, I think. So, but we'll see what the leveling is like here. It looks like we might have competition with Belois, but if I had to guess, we're in a fairly big area. And it looks like it extends over into that area there too, so we won't have a problem fighting over enemies, I think. The biggest issue we might have is actually running into too many enemies, getting them all linked, and then getting killed, so. Composure, and then start our magic buffs. As I've gotten higher in level, I feel more confident at being a red mage. Being mages in games, for me, usually is not fun, more or less. I'd much rather be a DPS or a tank. DPS by far, if I have the choice. Problem is, a lot of DPS don't have abilities to solo stuff. They don't have a whole lot of sustain, like ways to heal themselves. Though in this game, Samurai Dancer is actually pretty good. And I did that for a long time. But that was when I was back playing the game previously, and I actually just wanted to unlock all the jobs. This time we're going at a little bit more measured pace. So. Let's see, am I missing any? No, I need to get End Stone going. Now, any bar spells that we set up will be figured out as we fight things. So, go ahead and pull a Vulture. Probably going to grab both. Figured as much. Vultures, from what I understand, don't have a whole lot of. I mean, I think they do air spells, but for the most part, nothing else really. So, I'm not concerned. So while we're starting out this first fight, yeah, I want you to take Portal 4, yeah. Okay. That figures. And then I really need to actually work on casting some other spells. Distracts, then I'm actually going to have to recast that again because I just cast that at the end of that creature's life. All right. Again. That was Savage Blade that just got used. So that's the weapon skill I'm actually working. Okay, Asher Course, how nasty are you going to be? Because you're clearly like a black mage. So. Oh, he used Asper. He took some of my MP. Nasty. Oh, only 10 MP. Okay, that's not a big deal. But when you think Lich, this is kind of what you think of. You don't think a skeleton, you think this thing. Honestly, a really cool design. Danse Macabre. What did that do? Oh, it has no effect on him. I'm gonna start casting Ice Spike, which means we're gonna have to deal with paralysis. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess with Paralyzra. Get that cast on everybody. Okay, but I got another Kindred Crest, which is great. So leveling in this game can be really long. However, if you have it set up properly and you have kind of a nice farming area to be in, that you can be in for a while, you can do other stuff on a second monitor or play on your phone or whatever. It actually is not that bad. Now, of course, this is playing with a setup that allows you to have more than, it is more automated in sense. You have a healer that can heal themselves. If you have a red mage or some sort, that will put refresh on anybody who's MP what's the word I'm thinking of? MP I want to say derided derivative dependent. That's what I'm thinking of. What's also kind of nice about this is leveling other stuff. So I'm getting sword points back up again. I'm getting more parry. I'm getting more enfeebling. Curiously enough, I don't have a whole lot in the way of like shield going. If I go to my combat skills, I don't think shield is even on here. Yeah, shield is for warriors, beastmaster, paladin, specifically paladin. I think that's it. I think the other problem with being in this area is that I don't get any benefits, any extra benefits from any of the row stuff, because Escha is kind of its own zone. There are Escha stuff, but it's all stuff higher than I can currently. Blizzard 4, that was nasty. But it's all stuff higher than I can actually fight right now. So let me show you the quest objective. If I go to region, there is one for Eschas, but it's attacking Zatargs, which are 119s according to the map. There's Buggards, Terrachucks, Shadow Dragons, Mosquitoes, Pukes, and Opos. Oh, they're here too. I didn't realize Opos were here. Interesting. But yeah, getting 2,000, nearly 2,500 XP on a thing, that's not bad. I think we actually want to fight the vultures as much as we can. If I can zap them and if they hit me and can take paralyze or something, I can have built. Okay, that's why they're in the thing. Thanks for saying so, Seth. I kind of figured that was the case. Thinking like, yeah, it's kind of end game content, so. So go ahead and tell me, the point of Escha is for leveling, is for max level merit farming. Is there like a storyline inside of it, or is it just specifically zones built for that? Max levels come here to max out sparks. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Because it's the best experience for them. Gotcha. Well, this is the first time that you see, you know, stuff that's higher than 99, you know, the... Not really story. Okay. Okay, I was... What was that noise? I heard it again, that little fanfare. What the heck? Four roll. Oh, he got lucky, I guess. Got a lucky roll. Okay, good. I don't remember that being in the game originally. It's just been so long. I don't know if that was in the original in the game originally. So, thank you for that. I heard that once before. I was like, "What the heck was that?" Sneak. Oh, I'm getting the Eshin course too. Oh, he cast Strain that time. Yeah. Yeah, I did catch that part. I was like, is it story stuff like Abyssia, where you go in, you fight enemies to spawn notorious monsters, and do those to spawn other monsters, or is it more of just a story point? Because you can collect the silt, but yeah, it wasn't really explained otherwise. Actually switched to water, which doesn't have a second. I don't have a second level, so. Okay, that went down without too much fuss. I think at some point a Pururu got auto refresh or something, because I've not had to cast refresh on her quite as much to get a higher level. Oh, okay. So I have seen the Giasfete thing inside the road stuff, yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I actually don't have to worry about. So I actually don't have to cast refresh on them. Hey, that's good to know. Because that's what I've been doing. I've been actually casting refresh on a Pururu and just kind of been focusing on, just kind of been working on that. To keep MP up. Aha. Okay, so I don't have to worry about them. Good. How are you, Seth? You been doing okay? I don't think I've seen you in the chat for about a week. Or really long fights. Oh, okay. Because probably doesn't because the convert can only happen so often, so that eventually it's just worn down by attrition, more or less. I have been noticing when I fight skeletons a lot more, they often hit me with a lot more blind now. Which is annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten to spell yet. I have to keep trying to go find that one. The spell is the other big... yeah, so I believe it... Yeah. Yeah, it's the spell. It's the other big red mage spell I have not gotten yet. According to the Wikipedia, I believe it is a one you get from battlefields. Yeah, so I could probably go off and try and get that sometime. Trying to keep up with the spells is something big I've been trying to do. Oh, how dare you sleep me? I don't know how the BCNMs work with trusts. I think I saw someone in the chat saying that not all of the battlefields are viable with trusts. But a lot of them are. Oh, can I bite a spell? Oh, I can indeed. Yeah, it's 70,000 gil. That's right. That's right. I was putting it off because I didn't have that much money yet, and then I've actually gotten that much money, so I should probably just go buy it. Oh, come on! I'm just asleep for a full minute, and they're just killing my tank. Get in there. There we go. Jeez. Well, I should probably go do that, because... Just go ahead and buy the spell, because I can get Gil a lot easier than some. The Puppet Master! I think he saw that I was probably struggling a little bit, which I don't mind. Getting link attrition is certainly a risk you get when you're in areas like this. I think there's only a couple spells that I couldn't just buy outright, and I think, at least for Red Mage. Yeah, I think it was Phalanx. It says it erupts from most Kindred Crest battlefield foes during an additional Seal Battlefield Spoils campaign. But yeah, level 60, 30 minutes, 6-member or 3-member. Yeah, but I can get Phalanx 2 at some point, so that one you can't just buy, or it drops from enemies. So. Oh, fair enough. The thing is that I just don't get used to doing silence, because a lot of times it wasn't hitting before. My magic level is probably high enough, it will hit. Ah! Oh, I think it's just respawned. Puppetmaster went and killed them really quick. Let's disengage and pull things over here so we don't get attacked by 3 things at once. Yikes. Anyway. Yeah, my magic level is probably not high enough to have it hit. Once I get Saboteur, yeah. That's a job trait, is it? Isn't it? Job ability at 83. Ah, okay. I guess if I really wanted to worry about it right now, I could try to sub Black Mage, because that gives magical accuracy. Well, does it? No. One of the job abilities gives you accuracy for your next spell. Anyway. No, we got some good stuff done today. So, starting Savage Blade, which is nice. Did magic attack bonus. That's right. I'll admit that I'm not much of a caster unit in this game. I very much prefer being DPS, but yeah. Melee DPS, at least. But yeah, got rank 6 done, so decided to do some leveling, because we could start on the Rise of the Zalart quest, but I thought I'd hang back a little bit on that. We will probably start that next week, because we also have Sandorian rank missions I like to do, but you have to be higher level to do those. Joined by this. Away you go. Oh, I got silenced. That stinks. I'm no longer silenced. Good. Yep. Looks like that's what happened. It is so nice. I actually went to Bedeau to try and get one of the spells I hadn't gotten yet from the Sapphire Bedavs. I was running back and forth through the things that give curse to you, and I was just started fighting something, and she would immediately remove the curse from me, and we'd heal back up again and just keep fighting. So it's awfully nice. Okay, I'm about to lose my haste. think what we're going to do is we're going to run into this corner over here a little bit and pull things over. Oh, I actually silenced him that time. Nice. I've been trying to find a guide on Red Mage on like what merit points you should invest into, if you should unlock any weapon skills, the spells, stuff like that. Even though I'm not going to be playing Red Mage for the extreme long term, it's not going to be like a main job for me doing endgame content. I still would like to put stuff, yeah. Oh, you're in ads. Hang on a second. Okay. And you should be back now. Nice. That means I can equip a new sword. But not now. What the merits really do. Okay, I tried looking for the Red Mage one for the community, because there's multiple guides there. And there was like the one talking about like the armor and stuff like that, but it didn't go into any detail of like what I should be putting my merits into. So go to the job guides, go to Red Mage, and there's... So is it the community Red Mage guide? Okay. So when I click go down to merits... Oh, it does! I wasn't looking at it enough. Okay, so I need to put investment into the ice and wind magic accuracy and the other. Okay, immuno break chance, enhancing magic duration. Oh, okay, depending on... Okay. So it kind of depends on what I'm doing Standard selections is 5 out of 5 magic accuracy. Right. So at some point, I do want to put merit points into Red Mage. I just didn't know what I should be throwing them at. The fact that I have to use merit points to do the limit breaks right now makes it so then it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna work our way up to level 99 and then work our way through. And then while I'm doing like coalition stuff in the background, during streams we will be doing story progression a bunch, because that's kind of the one thing that's kind of holding us off from just doing everything. And I want to have that all on stream. So, okay. Now, in terms of changing merit points, is it a you stocked up so many merit points for a job, and then you can pick and choose where they go, or do you have, when you remove them, do you have to get more merit points to reallocate positions? Because I have this remembering of an impression, just vaguely remember the impression that getting okay, you don't get the merit points back. Okay. Later on, because you can get a Rap Steel thing that gives you a 30% boost on merit points and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten up to the Siren fight in Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, but I can't do that at my current level. So that's kind of where we got stuck. Is like, okay, I have to level up to actually do more stuff. So it's kind of where that's kind of where we're sitting right now. First wall. Oh yeah. Well, I looked at it and it said something along the lines of, "Oh man, I'm gonna get run through the ringer right now." Oh, I've just grabbed all kinds of crap. Oh man, not what I wanted to see. I might be in trouble here. Well, by looking at the everything that was going on in the wiki, it shows that doing some certain skill chains, she's weak to magic, but you want to avoid wind. Skill chains, you want to avoid light because they heal her as well. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't mind a hint. I'm not going to be doing the fight today, so that won't happen until Tuesday at the earliest. Don't use Shatudo 2. Yep. Because she'll spam whatever. She'll spam all kinds of magic, so. I figured I would do something far more along the lines of using a lot of physical NPCs for the fight. Oh, I see Seth. There you are. Hey, Seth Rod, I see you over there. I am paralyzed and blinded. hate all the stinking blindness. Yep, I lost everything. Shoot. Oh, I'm in trouble. And then I got silenced. For Pete's sakes. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm probably dead here, honestly. My tank went out because I got attacked by so much stuff. I'm still silenced. I'm dead. Now they're gonna attack you. Yeah, that was far too much. I need to stand in another location where I can just pull one at a time. Back by the tree is probably a better option. Well, at least it got him off your back for the most part. I think am I dead again? I don't know if I am. Here, let's go ahead and hide ourselves. Trying to get out of place. Okay. I forgot about weakness. Oh well, thank you for the raise and the heal and everything like that, Seth. It's nice to have that. At least I can go ahead and put stuff back out and get magic back up in place. Then when I'm out of a weakened state, I just get healed up and stuff. Okay. Someone's turned themselves into a Spriggan. Okay. Okay. High enough level, I'm not concerned about him taking me out now. Yeah, I haven't unlocked Ninja yet. I've been really slow on unlocking the jobs. Oh, dang, I think he got 2 lucky numbers. Good job, Quiltada. No longer wicked now. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we'll probably stay in here for a little bit longer. I don't get anything gigantic in the way of experience buffs and stuff from fighting things in here, necessarily. But I think what we might do, because I started at 6 today, because I was just so anxious to get going, I think we'll actually end the stream within the next few minutes. Getting a brutal earring? Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I still need to get. So many things to do. So many things to do. Let me see here. A little black magic. Uh-huh, okay. Okay, let's do some let's do some magic casting now. Yeah, I'll need to look and see if I can find if there's a guide somewhere that says here's all the things that'll actually that you'll want to use for level 99 and stuff like that, the gear that you'd want, because a lot of that used to be like rare notorious monster drops or from certain battlefields or certain high level content. So I don't know where you'd even get some of that stuff, but yeah, I do remember Brutal Earring. Yeah, maybe I need to see what the curio. Need to look and see what the curio. Well, let's see. Because you said that you can get from the Curio Moogle, you can buy the Ancient Beast coins. But where do you buy the earring itself? Is it from another NPC there? Yeah, but if I was able to find a list or something of like, here's the items you should go get that are still really useful at level 99. Oh, okay, the Jack of all trades guide. Okay. Let me look here. Equipment. Gotcha, okay. That's talking about artifact, relic, weapons, dream weapons. Oh my goodness. All kinds of weapons. Yeah, I see. I see that there's lots of information on the guide. My goodness. Well, I also remember that for endgame stuff for Red Mage, it's one of the hardest to fully gear up because it just can use so much gear. So, anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and head out from here, and we are going to end the stream. So, because I did get a good chunk of things done, and more that's required will require leveling and stuff off stream, and I have a whole weekend to do that. So we made some good progress here. We got, so let's see, Portal 1, I think. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I mean, really right now is just to get to the base level 99 gear. And then do all the story stuff and actually worry about higher level gear when I actually get to Seekers of Adalin and actually working on doing 119 and stuff like that. It is not something that I'm going to be driving extremely hard to do on Red Mage. I will do it on another job like Samurai because I love playing Samurai. But right now, it's the only reason why I'm getting some of this stuff started is because I know I have to start thinking about it and getting some things going beforehand because there are daily limits that I will be hitting, especially like for Seekers of Adalin and things like that. I know about the coalitions and the fame that you have to do, and that's multiple months out. So yeah, I want to be fully aware of all that, but I know for a fact that I'm not going to be doing Red Mage as like my first job because it's going to take so much extra to do. So, while we're here, and I'm thinking about it, did they lower that for Seekers in this month's update? Oh, the fame stuff? Oh, that'll be nice. I don't want to go to Elshmo. I want to go to Kuzatz. I want to go to Rabio. If they lower this fame stuff so it's not nearly as bad, that would be nice. It's still going to take me time to get stuff like that done, but no, maybe I need to take a look at the patch notes or something and see what that all entails. Anyway, who do I talk to get the spell? That's just kind of Brave Ox, and he is at F7. He's over here somewhere. There he is. Okay, so if you're able to tell me, I'd love to hear, how long would it take to actually get the fame to like continue stuff by doing the coalitions? I know that Someone said do at least every coalition mission once. I would assume that that's because of row rewards or something like that. There would be a benefit to doing that. Spell. Fantastic. Now have to spell. Wonderful. Because I can imagine that it would be really annoying to anybody who's just playing through the game normally and going like, oh, wait, I can't continue the story in Seekers for like 6 months because I have to do the Fame. Really annoying. I can imagine that being a very sore point for a lot of people. Well, the music here is kind of nice. Sal Sandoria. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have to do still. I have yet to even start working on my Gobby Bag quests. Though I have stored a couple items that I will need, but I have not been, like, actively hunting for those things. I know I need to do that because while I do that, I'll be able to expand my inventory by a pretty sequential amount. Okay. That. Check our Moogle for a second here. Do you have anything sold? No. Okay. Well, that's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, now, was there anything that I could check off quest-wise while we're here? I don't think so. We did knock off 85, so there we go. That one we're still working on. Still working on that one, but yes. And that's all the subjugation of nasty enemies, dynamic stuff. But which I should be able to unlock now. Though I won't be able to do anything at this current state. Okay. For the time being, I think we're going to be good for tonight. So, Seth, I want to thank you so much for helping me out with that and chatting with me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so much to do. So much to do. But I'm going to be working on it slowly and steadily. Yeah, I need to look up the patch notes for the update. Anyway, for everybody who is watching, I thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We got some good stuff done. We got some good story progress. All that good jazz. All that good stuff. All of it. So, next week, Tuesday, I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. I'm most likely going to have been able to get to the point of finishing up, getting the weapon skills that I need for this. I'm going to need to go take a dive at all the stuff that you'd want to get, in terms of, gear like earrings and rings and capes, belts, stuff like that, maybe ammo things, and see where I can get them. If I'm able to get them, kind of like what, like the brutal earring, like Seth Rott was talking about, I certainly want to try and go get those, because those will benefit me in the long run. yeah, but we're going to try and get ourselves higher level to be able to continue on with a few of the things that we need to do in terms of missions. From what I was able to tell, it looks like I will need to wait a little bit later for maybe doing stuff for the nation mission stuff. So it's going to take us a little longer, and I don't know when I'll be doing more of it. I will have to go step by step. It looked like the next one, the Notorious Monster, is 75. So I'd like to try and be 78 or something like that. Get the new gear on me and go out there. I'm going to have to work on getting some soil geodes. Maybe I ask in the link shell, see if people have them. Because I would love to have them to be able to get the lodestone item for the quicksand caves. Because that will be a big deal. But yeah, just kind of going along with it. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we're going to go through job story stuff. So that will go through the classes as well as the job story, as well as the job things. We will start with Paladin, because Paladin is the first job in the game, kind of set up. And we will slowly go through those stories based on when the job's released, more or less. So, and that's what we will be doing on Fridays, at least until we get to October, and then the schedule all changes for October. So, that will be what we will be doing for that. When we get around, let's see, and I'll talk about next week's schedule a little bit more tomorrow. So, for those who are here in the chat, for those who watch post-stream, I really do appreciate you guys being here. Please reach out with comments of games you'd like to see me play, of, things that you'd like to see me do, emote suggestions, all kinds of stuff. I'm very open to things like that. So, please reach out. Do not reach out for a job. I don't have a job myself, so don't ask. Because I cannot pay you. And it will be a long time before I establish trust with somebody reaching out for a job. So, do not ask that, but you can leave all kinds of suggestions and things as such. So yeah, tomorrow, Final Fantasy XIV, and then we'll be into a weekend. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys then. But yeah. It has been a good stream, being able to get some more things done and just opening more things up. I am probably going to go, I just need to do some gear research, I think, just in general, on things. But yeah, I will say goodnight for now. So I hope to see you guys again. I hope you'll give me a follow. You'll come see me in chat, stuff like that. Sub if you're feeling generous, please. It would mean the world to me for you to sub. I need to work on more stuff for the stream because I am just lazy. But all that being said and done, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you are able to kind of experience these games with me as we play through them. And I will see you guys next time for Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. Until then, take care.